Right, we're a few hours off from the first Summer Game Fest opening stream, whatever you want to call it. Last year's was terrible, I'm not gonna lie. But we got the bingo card. We had bingo card last time. Just to see a good way of me rating it based on what I wanted in a more objective way. Of course, obviously it's my opinion, but I feel like if I see a game get revealed that's on here and I don't like how it looks, but it is still revealed, doesn't matter because that's the point is we're seeing if it gets revealed. They'll all be like cinematic trailers, so I don't know if the game itself will actually be good. So I shouldn't rate it based on if it looks good, but based on if it was there or if it was not, because they might have just made a bad trailer. So this is overall, so this is also going to count the Xbox One and any other ones that happen that I do end up watching. So probably this and the Xbox One, to be completely honest. And the Nintendo Direct that's sometime upcoming. So we've changed to the British system, or my variation on the British system of bingo, because the American system means you have to get five in a row. This one's a bit different. Basically, it gives you points. You get 31 points available, right? Or is it? I think there's 41 points actually. I might have done that wrong. Let me. Yeah, there's 41. I've typed it wrong. Yeah, there's 41 points available. Obviously made the bingo card wrong, but we've got it fixed now. So basically, in a line here, will give you 1 point. In a line here, will give you 4 points, and a full thing will give you 20 points. So that's a total of 41 points. It's 9 plus 12 plus 20 is 41. So let's go over each of them because these are the things that I most want to see or that I most expect to see upcoming. So new 3D Mario. Last year we had new 2D Mario, but of course there's Wonder did get revealed, so that um, like, they're not going to reveal another 2D one. So I really want a new 3D one. Odyssey was really fun. They've not really missed with the 3D one, so I'm really hoping that we get another one of those. Forza Horizon 6. Now, they skipped a year with Forza Horizon 6 in that it should have been revealed last year, but obviously they're going 3 years with it, and I honestly don't think that they'll do it this year, but like they're really due to do it. But they are making Fable, so I'm wondering what's going on there. But we always sort of get sudden news about Forza Horizon. It's sort of done by the time we know that it exists at all. They don't really leave it for a long time. So there's any chance that it could be though. Arc 2 news. We've not seen anything about Arc 2 other than delays for ages. I'm hoping that we get Arc 2 news because I don't really like the first one. I don't really ever feel like I want to play it. The sequel could fix some of that. We'll have to see. Um, to make it more my type of game. And they're really trying to expand this franchise, which I do respect. Next we have Resident Evil 9. Um, honestly, I'm more expecting a remake, but then again, they've only ever done two remakes in a row. But it has been a while since Resident Evil 8 now. It's 2021, so that would be 2025 if it's coming out next year. That's 4 years. That's the same amount of time since Resident Evil 7 to make the sequel Resident Evil 9. I'm excited for whatever Resident Evil game they reveal if they do this year. But if they don't, then I'll be very surprised given that we've not had a year without a Resident Evil release since 2018, I think. Resi 7 in 2017, Resi 2 in 2019, Resi 3 in 2020, Resi 8 in 2021, Resi 8 DLC in 2022, along with the reveal of Resi 4. Resi 4 was 2023, and then the DLC was it it was near the end of last year or it was at the start of this year, but either way, there's not been a long time since Resident Evil content. So I expect to see some sort of Resident Evil game reveal or DLC reveal, something that will bring us forward. But I don't think there'll be a DLC because what would the DLC for Resident Evil 4? I really think that they're moving on now. So I really think the Resident Evil 9 or 5 remake or 1 remake 2 will be revealed. Um, yeah, something. I really think there will be something. But I guess we'll see. Dishonored 3. Love Dishonored 1. Played through a bit of Dishonored 2, liked it, but I really sort of need to play through Dishonored 1 again to get really into it. Anyway, I love both of the games, so I'm waiting for Dishonored 3, but they just shut down one of Arcane Studios, and Arcane are making Blade, so it's probably not something that they have planned, but we'll have to have a look. Japanese game with a long name. We did this last time. There's always sort of unwieldy long names, like there's the Nier series and the Kingdom Hearts series. Always have games that like they're not SEO at all. You're not going to be able to ever know what that game is unless you follow the primary channels. Release date for Death Stranding 2. Um, Honestly, I put this down because I didn't know what to put. I can't even remember if it already has a release date or not. But it's coming out next year, so it'll be surprising to see unless it's early in the year a release date, and even then it might even be revealed at the Game Awards because Kojima and Jeff Keighley are a couple. New Life is Strange. So my idea about Life is Strange is that one was great, two was excellent, and three was boring. And I don't think that they're going to change from that, so I'm just wondering if they're going to continue the franchise at all, if there's any real point. Deck 9 did do The Expanse, which was mediumly reviewed. I didn't really look at it. It's not really my type of game. When I'm in space, I sort of really like the games that give you freedom, not really the narrative, that type of thing from when I'm in space. Um, but yeah, we'll see if there's a new Life is Strange. Silksong, that's a pipe dream, but there was a trial for the first game at like Nintendo put it on the online service, so I'm wondering perhaps maybe they'll reveal something, do something with it at the Direct. Pragmata, this game has got like delayed and like announced and about delayed and everything 3 or 4 times now. But it's Capcom new IP, so I'm just wondering what they're up to with that because it could be a really interesting thing. It was a good concept when I looked at it. New Naughty Dog game? No, I think they're coming out with a game next year. If I'm going to be, if I'm going to say the earliest, they're not coming out with one this year. That's definitely not. And it's not going to be a Last of Us game, so we'll have to see what it is. I'm just, it will be revealed at a Sony thing, is my idea, and the Sony thing already came and went, and the next one's not going to be for a while until like September. It's like the rumor, so we'll have to see. Borderlands 4, that's primarily down to the fact that 2K would said that they would announce a brand new game in their series, in one of their big series. Borderlands not got a game in a while. Gearbox is sort of up in the air, but they probably were still making Borderlands 4 the entire time. Metroid Prime 4, sort of like Silksong, it's more or less a pipe dream for everyone involved. For some reason, these Metroidvania type games take ages, or don't exist. I don't know what happened. I think they've been like removed from the world. But Metroid Prime, the Legendary series of games, I've not played them personally myself, but everyone has got a very dedicated fan base, and so I hope they get something in return. Finally, perhaps for the new console, though we will not see what that is. New Dark Pictures game. I played Man of Medan. I didn't play any of the other ones. I know I started another story of the other ones though, so I didn't really miss out on much. But the new one does give me some sort of hope. It's like a space one, so they are moving to in different directions. The last one was really buggy, so I hope they like take time with this one, which they already have been. But this will be like season 2. The first one was first 4 were season 1, and then they're taking a break. But they also are making Little Nightmares 3 now, and that just got delayed to next year. So I'm wondering what's going on with that. But I'm sure they have big enough teams to make more than one game at once. Xbox announces PS5 games. So Xbox has been putting some games on PS5 recently. They put on Pentiment, they put on Grounded, they put on Hi-Fi Rush, and they put on Sea of Thieves to competing consoles. Namely, they put Pentiment, I think, yeah, just Pentiment went on Switch, and the other ones went on PS5 as well. They're really trying to move out into more of a publishing thing, I think, and only the core franchises such as Halo and stuff like that will remain Xbox only. We'll have to see. But I really do expect Xbox to announce a PS5 game because that seems like the vision that they're moving towards, to be honest. Though they said platforms that have Game Pass, I disagree. I think they're just gonna move them on as a paid game and make Game Pass a commodity that allows Xbox to be more popular for people who want to play those games. Next, we have new hardware. So there's been rumors of an Xbox handheld or a like a stick. Um, there was also rumors of PlayStation like new PS Vita type thing, but I don't think that's happening, especially when they got the Portal. That would be a waste of time. So even make the portal in the first place if they knew they were developing sort of, a console that was doing the same thing at the same time, but also extra. Um, why would they release a competing product to their own thing? So Xbox is really where it's at. The like an XCloud enabled Windows device, sort of akin to a Steam Deck. We'll have to see what goes on there. Next we got Alan Wake 2 DLC. Alan Wake 2 was by far my favourite game last year. Well, I'd say by far. Resi 4 was pretty close as well. I liked Jedi Survivor as well, but the game didn't work for half of it. Um, but it was my favourite game last year, and I've been playing through all the Remedy games. I'm currently playing through Quantum Break, and yeah, so I'm really excited to see what they do with the DLC, and it seems pretty obvious that they're going to be revealing it at the Summer Game Fest, and I will see if I can play through that on the channel. Big revival, so any game that the last entry was more than 10 years ago gets revived, um, that we sort of didn't see coming. So like say something like I don't know, I can't think of a game series that I'm sort of a big fan of that has not got a game in 10 years. That'll be since 2014. Um, but there are a lot of franchises I can think of at the back of my head that haven't got a new game within 10 years. So we'll have to see what sort of things he wants to achieve. Generic hero shooter, so with the state of play, which I didn't bother recording because like, it's just not that good. I didn't bother recording it anyway because I just knew it wouldn't be that good because it's a state of play, not a showcase. Showcase is where it's at. Announced one of these. He announced the Concord. It really put me off how it looked interesting, and then they revealed it was Overwatch. Um, because then it just instantly takes out the fun. But we'll see if any of these shows decide to show off a brand new generic hero shooter. As in, honestly, the qualifier generic does not need to be the hero shooters are just generally generic. Next, we got Star Wars Eclipse. If you don't remember what that is, that's the Quantic Dream Star Wars game. Quantic Dream has its issues, but um, for the most part, I like what they do with games. They have a different approach to the choice-based games, decision-based games, should I say? So Star Wars Eclipse, uh, as far as I can tell, it's actually not like that. It's not going to be a decision-based game. It's going to be a separate thing, but it's going to have their own flair to it. It's set in the past of like the Star Wars universe. So we're gonna have to see if any more issues have arisen from that, because I would assume that it's been cancelled if we don't see it this time. It was announced, I think it was announced at the 2020 PS thing, or it was at the Game Awards in 2020. It was announced something like that, and we've not seen anything about it since. So if we don't see it again this time, it's gone. I think it's gone. Ghost of Tsushima 2. They just released the original on PC. That was about the cadence in which they announced God of War Ragnarok, which now also comes to PC. But the point is that Ghost of Tsushima 2 is due, should I say? It's the next thing that should be coming from PlayStation, given that Sucker Punch have not made a game since Ghost of Tsushima. The last development efforts ended in like 2021 when they came out with the director's cut. So we don't expect to see that. Industry veteran studio. So I noticed this trend, which is that studios keep getting founded and they're all like from industry veterans, and they don't make good games because it's not that you're an industry veteran that makes you make good games, it's that your team was a good team, and they never have good teams. So the only industry veteran studio that I can think of that I know for a fact is an industry veteran studio and also made good games is probably Respawn, who used to work at Treyarch, I think, or Infinity Ward, one of the COD studios. And then obviously went on to make Titanfall and all that lot, and Apex and Jedi. Big new VR port, so we have stuff like San Andreas and Resi 4, which already came to VR. Um, but any game that in its full entirety has been brought to VR, getting announced for the first time. They did recently have the Hitman one, so I guess that would count, but we're starting from 2D, so I can't count that. Any game that gets brought to VR in sort of an impressive way, let's say. A new Valve game, so Half-Life 3 is obviously the obvious one in this case, but they do have another game that's been rumoured to exist, which is like a generic hero shooter. So I guess we could also tick that one off. So we'll have to see what they do with that, or if they just so happen to announce Half-Life 3. If you don't know the ending of Half-Life Alyx, sort of like brings back the idea that there could possibly be a Half-Life 3, but then we've heard nothing from them, and they really just like teasing us like that. But either way, I would like anything from Valve. They sort of always have a seal of quality. It's not really a terrible game they've made, ever. They've definitely missed a few times, and they're taking ages with Team Fortress 2, but they're nothing that any other studio wouldn't have done by now. It's sort of already finished. TF2, it's been out for 15 years. You know, they gotta move on. Unless you got something boring from Ubisoft. Generally, this happens every year. There's just some Ubisoft thing that like I don't care about at all, and like no one cares about, and it's something boring, and I don't have any idea of. And they generally make those types of games. There's only a very few Ubisoft games that I actually could be bothered paying money for to begin with. Um, and not even all the Assassin's Creed games, which is one of my favorite franchises. Um, with how it's sort of helped me go into loads of different other games. Not even all of those, I don't think I could justify paying money for uh, in this day and age, but especially at launch, especially like something like Unity. Unity was excellent. I would definitely pay some money for it now, but when it came out, it was not. Next, we got Deltarune. Toby Fox already said that he would not, or no, that he would not, his that Deltarune Chapter 4 and 3 were not coming out for a while. Earlier this year, so I don't think it's going to be anything. And he usually does his own thing when he does announce games, so I don't think there's any real chance of it being there. But you never know, um, because there's been stranger things have happened. And finally, GTA 6 news. GTA 6, of course, was announced last year. Everyone's really excited. Um, but I guess we'll see if it gets another trailer. I don't expect it to. It's probably going to be either at the end of this year or sometime in 2025 before the game comes out. Um, that we get a trailer too for GTA 6. It's already been 6 months since that trailer, but it's still a while off the actual game coming out, so we'll have to see if any news. So, I've gone on for a little bit about what I think each of these slots represents, why I think it should be there, and what I'm excited for. So yeah, and this is barely even the runtime of the actual final showcase. So we're going to be going into the Summer Game Fest showcase. It's in a few hours from now. Um, and let's see if it is a W or an L. Jeff Keighley did say, I mean, you can tell by the thumbnail, to be completely honest. But Jeff Keighley did say that personally to him, the show will be an 8 out of 10. Um, and he's like a hype man. So I did say that means it's probably going to be out of 3. So we'll have to see. If the qualifier, I think, is because we won't know at the end how many showcases I've actually ended up watching. Is I would say out of these things here, doesn't matter about rows or columns or full houses, but if 5 of them are announced, um, then I wouldn't be upset. Let's put it that way. I would just be like, oh, it's alright, and then any more would probably get closer to it being good. So the problem with that is, I guess, if the 5 things are like generic hero shooter, and then industry veteran studio, and then something boring from Ubisoft, and then new hardware, and then something else I don't really care about as much. Um, but either way, that's a very rare occurrence given the rest of the stuff that could possibly show up. So we're gonna go right into the Summer Game Fest. I don't know who's gonna be joining me to watch it, but it's there, and we're gonna see if I've wasted any of my time. Here we are. So let me just make sure all the audio's working. So when I'm talking, this should just be like a decent volume below me. Just turn it up to my volume. I think that's fine, because I'm pretty loud. And in the end, my audio matters a bit more. You can watch the stream yourself, but you can't really listen to me in a different way, can you? So, here we are. Sadly, I'm not joined by anyone. Everyone seems a bit occupied, and I don't blame them, honestly. These summer game fests are usually not excellent. But we'll see what they have. There's high hopes. There's nothing I've sort of... Let's put it, there's nothing I've gaslighted myself into thinking will be here when there's been no news about it. But what I've seen from early speculation has had me interested, and like the actual companies revealing that they'll be here. I'm just hoping it's not full of sort of filler and stuff that, like, yeah, some people might like, but I won't say I don't, but that is the point, I guess. I have opinions. Last year I didn't really share them, I just sort of said that's cool for the people who like them, but I can't really... I don't want to judge it objectively this time, I want to judge it based on my opinion. Because realistically that's what I'm going to feel about this in the end, and that's what goes out. 1 minute out. I had to close the chat because you know how that gets when anything is not Silksong. Now I would be the same, but I'm also not. Right, 1 minute left. Let's lock in to the stream. So yeah, there's a few things that it feels like will definitely be in this, but we'll have to see in total what actually will be. Right, here we go. I'm just hoping it's improvement on the last one.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Come on, Jeff. A lot of respect is on the line here because he's had too many chances. I think I'm going to give him one more with the Game Awards at the end of this year.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest 2024. You ready to see some video games? We are so thrilled to be here with you, and this is a showcase of what's next for games live from the YouTube Theater here in LA. Now, if you're watching this show, first of all, welcome. I know everyone around the world is joining us for this special moment. And I know if you watch this show, you don't just play games, you deeply care about this art form and the health of this industry. The good news is that we have a lot of amazing games to show you from creators around the world over the next 2 hours.
I just want some unique games.
This has been a tumultuous and difficult year with company layoffs and studio closures, which have disappointed.
He's going to mention it for the first time.
But there's also something else happening. Our industry is evolving and changing. And thanks to digital distribution, smaller teams and new creators are finding incredible success. Take a look at this list from Game Discover of the top 10 best-selling new games on Steam so far this year. 2 of them are considered, big company games, but the other 8 come from indie, mid-sized teams, or solo developers. I look at this list, it's pretty cool, right? And I get inspired that new ideas, new teams, and smaller creators can and will break through. It's a reminder to big companies that they have to treat their developers right, because today there are many paths to sustainability and success, and that's what makes this industry so great.
I agree with him there.
And you'll see that
'Cause
reflected in the show
I think I'm a
today,
I'm a
because over
big
the next 2
indie game fan.
hours, we'll
There's a
have
lot of
big
games that I'm
franchises on
checking out
stage like
nowadays.
Star Wars, Batman, and
Star
Harry
Wars,
Potter,
Batman, Harry
but
Potter.
also smaller titles, including a few games made by single individuals and first-time
Toby
creators
Fox?
that we invite
No,
to be
no,
part
he's
of this
not.
show
He's just
because we
he's
think
just not.
this platform is
He's just
important as a way to show you new things that you might not even know about. So when you see a game that piques your interest, please wish list it, or even better, send it to a friend and get them excited. That's how we together can grow the gaming community. And we are going to do that today over the next 2 hours, as we have a lot of games to show you, plus Day of the Devs directly after with even more indie titles. So should we get to the games?
See, I like this more than the game was, because he doesn't manage the awards well. It's just like it's a no frills what he wants the game was to be. PlayStation.
Hey, look, this is Hot Dog Guy auditioning for the lead and unannounced action game.
We see you as more of a sidekick.
Oh, sure, I get that a lot, but
Lego.
check out my range. Okay. Rage. Empathy. Oh, hilarity. This guy. Strength. Hey, what game is
What?
this anyway?
Nah, why are they doing this?
Hey, neat costume. I gotta get me one of those. Ooh, sandwich. Sorry, gotta go.
Who is that?
That hot dog guy is Aloy, an amazing video game lead.
Thunderjaw went mad and is tearing through the valley.
Don't worry, I'll bring it down. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, right in the eye. And cut fire.
This is better than a remake of the first game, I
Hunting
guess.
machines all by herself.
Hello, I have friends, you know.
Let's do this.
Right. A friendly hero, hunting with her pals.
Hey, whose side are you on?
Aloy's actor going like
Wow,
more
what is
like
this place?
more like kid friendly, I guess. Is a way to put it. Sounds like Chloe, because like it's the same voice actor.
And making a home.
A very strange collab though.
Aloy, the Thunderjaw's back.
Oh, right, the Thunderjaw. Ooh, that's a big one. Here we go.
See, I think Horizon's a good concept. I just don't think they did it exceptionally well. It's just sort of a Ubisoft game. So I mean, this could be something fresh. Let's put it that way.
I'm good.
It's definitely Lego's collaborating with everything now. Fortnite, Pharrell Williams, and Horizon. Lego Horizon Adventures. Oh, it comes to Switch, but not Xbox. PS, bringing a game to Switch is mad, you know. That's weird. Because I got Xbox announces a game for PlayStation on my
There
thing.
you go.
But
Wasn't
not the
that
other way
fun?
around.
That was Lego Horizon Adventures, coming out later this year for PlayStation, but also day one on PC and Nintendo Switch. It's a playful, lighthearted story inspired
Makes
by the world
sense,
of
it makes
Horizon,
total
designed
sense.
with two-player action in mind, supporting couch and online co-op. All right, now we're going to completely shift the tone to the next game from Torn Banner Studios, the developers behind Chivalry 2. For their next project, they are proud to announce No More Room in Hell 2, the sequel to the 2011 award-winning Source mod. 8 players start separate in the dark, and it's up to you to find your friends and survive with permadeath. Here is the first look.
I don't think I've heard of that. Sounds like an interesting concept though. Source mods used to be so good though. But it's like, it's just not the engine holding up anymore. The quality's a bit weird. It's like pixeled. I don't know if I can change that. It's good enough. It's good enough. Compression will fix like how it looks in the end. Definitely reminds me of Chivalry. Like the way that the melee weapons work. But it also reminds me of Dying Light, Dead Island type of game, like zombie open thing. Seems quite immersive. No more room in Hell 2. Halloween this year on PC.
Coming this Halloween. Looks really, really intense. All right. To introduce our next game, please join me in welcoming someone who I've known for over a decade. She's been a huge
Koji
fan
Arcana.
of some of our reveals like Street Fighter 6 a few years ago, and of course Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth last year when she was sitting in the audience. Well, this year she's joining us on stage. We're thrilled to have her with us. Please welcome Curious Joy.
Curious Joy.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here at Summer Game Fest. I'm here with you today to share some even more super fun trailers. So let's get straight to another world premiere. This is a highly anticipated game from a beloved franchise. Let's take a look.
As young witches and wizards, we all
Harry
dream of
Potter.
soaring through the sky like our favorite
So what's
heroes.
this then?
When it comes to Quidditch, we've all wondered, do I have what it takes?
Oh, it's probably
to
some
be the
mobile
next
game.
Quidditch star?
Other than Hogwarts Legacy, that's all they've been making. Like mobile games that are like
To beat your toughest opponents?
just like that. You know what I mean?
To keep your composure in the face of
It's
adversity?
got that like what's it called?
To chase your dreams?
Long dark sort of style, like slightly low poly.
To seek
It's not only long
glory
dark.
for
It
your
looks sort of
community?
like Planet Coaster for people.
No challenge is too great.
So it's a Quidditch game.
No dream is too big. So ask yourself, do you have what it takes? Do you have the heart of a Quidditch champion?
Quidditch champions. No, it's on the big boy platforms. All right then.
That's Harry Potter Quidditch Champions launching worldwide on September 3rd for consoles and PC. Now we move from the Potterverse to a brand new world. It hails from a single developer, Gavin Eisenbeis, up in Seattle, who has been making games all by himself for a decade. His last title, Choo Choo Charles, was a fan
Ugh.
favorite, and he showed me this next game a few months ago, and I really wanted to
Choo
do
Choo
it
Charles
here.
was a mad
Get ready to
internet
backstab,
phenomenon of a
race,
game.
or cooperate with up to 20 of your friends
What?
in Cuff Bust.
What? So what, we escaping prison? Oh, this reminds me of like Lethal Company type of thing. Like that type of game. You know what? I respect that he didn't just make Choo Choo Charles again. Like he made, and he didn't make like a horror game. He's actually trying a lot of different things. And I mean, I don't know what he's made before Choo Choo Charles, but a lot of developers get these great followings from the horror games, and it's cool and all. But I want to see them try new things because it's like in films, horror directors always end up making some pretty decent. Well, decent horror directors always end up making pretty decent other films. The same way like comedy actors end up being good dramatic actors. And you like digging everything. Oh no. Are they taking revenge, bro? Because we've been left behind. Yeah, I respect that they're really he's really going into like a different direction with this. Like, it isn't just like another gimmick sort of thing. He doesn't know when it's coming out.
That's a fun one, right? And remember, that's all made by one person. Congratulations, Gavin. So glad to have that on stage. All right, next one of this year's most anticipated games is Star Wars Outlaws, coming out on
Ooh,
August
yeah.
30th.
I want to see
from
more of this.
Ubisoft and Lucasfilm Games, the
But
first
where's the
open-world
clips?
Star Wars game where you live the life of a scoundrel. On Monday at 12 p.m.
The first
Pacific, you'll
open
get to
world
see
Star
a
Wars
full
game.
gameplay showcase during Ubisoft's Forward event, streaming as part of the continuing Summer Game Fest events. But right
Yes,
now,
it was like sort of
we've got an
Metroidvania, but the new
exclusive
one was
glimpse of
basically
the
open world.
game, just a small taste of what's to come.
I've been wanting to see what this is. I know it's Ubisoft, so I can like temper my expectations, but it's also Star Wars. And at least the games I played have been pretty whelming. That's what I want. Pretty whelming. And Jabba's in it. Who is it making this? Isn't it Massive? I think it's Massive, right? Made the Division, and they were pretty good. I like them. Oh, it's just saying go to the Ubisoft Forward for the gameplay. We've seen what the gameplay is, haven't we? I swear we've seen the gameplay.
I think I spotted Lando there. So great. And by the
Oh
way,
yeah,
just
Lando.
noticing, everything we've shown you so far, I think is
Well,
gonna
you
be,
don't really
coming out, this year, Cuff Bus. I'm not quite sure, but it's like it's so cool that there's stuff that we're gonna get to play in the next few months here. All right, well, moving back to smaller teams, a few weeks ago, I had a chance to play through this next game, and I have to say, it is really spectacular. Neva comes from Nomada Studio, the creators of the Game Award-winning game Grease. It chronicles the story of Alba, a woman bound to a curious wolf cub. Here's your first ever look
I think I've
at
seen
the
this.
gameplay.
This was revealed at yeah, I've seen. Oh, this was revealed at the Game Awards, was it? I've never played Grease. I tried to. I think it's not my type of game. But like the art style and design and the music is already the sort of thing that it's like I can tell the cur. You know what I mean? Because that's the problem I think I have with being joined. Is I don't think any of the people who watched any of these with me sort of understand how hard it is to get any of this done. Like, yes, I did say at the start I'm gonna go base it on my own opinions largely. This is a Metroidvania. It actually looks like a Metroidvania. Or am I just like gaslighting myself? On everything? Nice.
Trust me, that game is such a true work of art, especially when we get into some of the combat. It is tons of fun to play. And there's much more coming later today in the Devolver Direct, which will air directly after the Day of the Devs on this same stream. So we've got lots more for you. All right, next, it's time for our next game announcement.
This is the type of one where it's actually massive. Is this Dune?
Study the past if you would define the future.
All are architects of fate, working in these walls of time.
Let us all for death prepare, or on the last great journey fare.
Let me not then die ingloriously and without a struggle. But let me first do some great thing that shall be told among men.
Civ. Wait, this is Civ?
Each of us shall endure this world's
Because it's like every civilization. This is Civ 7. Oh, I like playing Civ 6 a lot. If this is Civ 7. Like, I'm on it.
So it shall be.
Yes, Civ 7. Next year. I'll have a look at that. August. It's on everything. Again.
Hello, everyone at Summer Game Fest. On behalf of the Firaxis team,
Oh, and he's
we're
here.
thrilled to finally announce that Civilization 7 is coming day and date to PC and consoles next year. I'm in awe of the amazing team that has brought us to this moment, but we also have to thank you, our incredible fans around the world, for your overwhelming support of this franchise for over 30 years. We can't wait to share more, and we hope you'll join us later this summer for the full reveal of Civilization 7. In the meantime, stay civilized.
No. No Silksong, no Civilization. Is this another game? Yeah, gotta be. Oh, there's that War Long in it. That's coming out soon. That's why I didn't announce it, I guess. But is this in-engine, in-game footage? Oh, went into it. What? Nah, okay. Oh, we're going insane with this one. Oh no, Wukong, that's it. I get them mixed up. The Warlong already came out, didn't it? It came out years ago, that. On everything but Xbox. No! I'm currently filming this, obviously. August 20th. And then here's all of the stuff you can spend 300 quid on. Yes. You can get all the good from Sekiro. Meta? What do you got? It's Asgazrath 2, innit? You got an update or something? I want to try it, but it's not going to work on my Quest 2. Yeah, that was a nothing. It didn't even like give me an update. Free when you buy it at MetaQuest 2.
Perhaps humans were fated to build the monoliths, reaching heaven and returning with a gift. Stardust. But mankind was given more than it wished for.
That is where you fight the Annihilate at the end of Half-Life 1.
But chaos. Every new height brings a terrible fall. And yet hope still glimmers, even in the depths of the unknown, like mayflies. We die to live again.
What is this game? Like, they've not announced it, so like, what is this game? Because I swear I would have been following this. It looks sort of decent.
Show the greatest resilience.
I just don't trust fighting big bosses with guns.
We stand.
I've never heard of that in my life. And it's coming out literally a month from now. Alright, I'll give it a look. Yeah, I do not care. They're really trying too much with this Samsung Gaming Hub. Just you got apps on your TV, just launch them. But it's buy a console, I don't know. Cloud gaming does not work still. That was Little Nightmares 2. So, oh, when's Little? Oh, and no, it got delayed. That was Control as well. Epic game. One of my favourite games I played this year.
Have any of you faced Tyranids before? Only these past 2 days. Then there is much to learn.
Space Marine 2.
The numbers are endless.
Last year this got shown, I think, or it was at the Game Awards.
I will take you all with me. Brothers, we fight!
It's still not out. You gotta think, he's saying a lot of these are coming out soon. They're probably not, they'll probably keep getting delayed and we just don't really notice. Because you don't focus on one getting delayed.
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest. We've got some amazing developer guests joining us throughout the show, and I'm very excited to introduce our first guest. They are legendary creators who are working on a brand new fantasy RPG, Metaphor, slated to launch this October.
Atlas.
Please welcome the director and art designer of Persona 3, 4, and 5, Katsura Hashino and Shigenori Shojima.
Not gonna lie, I do not care that much about Persona or the new game. The only thing that I think they excel at is UI design. It's like incredible UI
Thank
design.
you, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here. My name is Hashino, and I am the director of Metaphor. It is a pleasure to be here with Mr. Soejima.
このゲームはね、アーキタイプという他のゲームでいうところのジョブですね、その姿に主人公たちが変身して明日の未来のために戦うというとても熱い RPG です。
This game is an RPG in which the party members transform into their jobs, which we call archetypes. These archetypes allow you to fight against your enemies.
アーキタイプは誰もが持つ不安と向き合うことによって覚醒する力です。すべてのアートワークは力強さとオリジナリティを意識して描いています。その総数は40種類以上
The translator does not know how to stand.
経験を積ませると一部のアーキタイプは進化することもできます。
Archetypes are the embodiment of power born from the will to face your fears and anxieties. We gave it our all to instill each and every archetype with a feeling of strength and uniqueness in each of their designs.
But is it fun?
In total, there will be more than 40 types of archetypes
Right.
available in the game.
Yeah, right. But
These
is it
archetypes can gain experience and even evolve. Some of them can evolve into stronger versions.
right? But is it fun?
メタファーはアトラスの RPG、我々が作ってきた RPG のノウハウをすべて結集させて作っています。とても大きなボリュームのゲームです。今日はこのアーキタイプをテーマにした最新のトレーラーをお持ちしました。ぜひご覧になってください。ありがとうございました。
So we are pouring all of our acquired expertise into this game to make it as exciting as possible.
Oh, so it's
In
fun.
fact, we've even brought our latest trailer today, which is centered around the topic of these archetypes. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy it.
Xbox.
It is said that we all have
Oh well, good way to
inherited
confirm
heroic
this
virtues
Japanese game
within
coming to
us.
Xbox.
The reality is, we oppress, we fight. A great evil flows through this land.
They make all anime to go with it. So they didn't do that with Persona.
True magic.
The Japanese remedy. They make all TV shows to go with the game.
Many more protectors and followers will gather to your side. Remind people that the same powers lie dormant within them. On guard!
I said on God.
Must acquire more
I know he said on guard.
and bring them together.
I mean, it just looks like kind of Devo version of a Persona game. I guess it's what the fans are asking for.
An archetype whose existence was only theoretical. You wield power now.
October 11th. It's what it's it. It's this though.
Such an honor to have Hashino and Shojima with us on stage. Thank you guys, and for that deep look at the archetypes, such stunning visual designs. Now we're going to jump into the Arkhamverse. Batman
Ooh.
Arkham Shadow is a MetaQuest 3 exclusive VR game coming later this year. As Batman, you face a new threat, the mysterious Rat King and his cultish devotees. Here's your first look at the story trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow.
Arkham Shadow. Probably won't get to play this on my Quest 2, so... Is it actually playing? It is.
There's a new darkness overtaking Gotham, driving the city mad. The only light left is from the fire in the streets. casting shadows of rats on everything that was once good.
The graphics. If this is actually the graphics of the
Fear is
game,
their
actually will be.
weapon.
Come on.
But they're not the only ones who can use it.
Just don't be like an entry level thing. Like, make it actually good.
The Rat King will stop at nothing to destroy my city. How far will I go to destroy him?
Only on quest 3. Yeah, I'm not getting that. I'll get quest 4. I might get 4 or 5. I don't know. I think there's a 3S. Probably not gonna get that either. Got to upgrade it though at some point. I do like VR.
When the bat falls, the rats rise.
Now you're back.
I am looking forward to heading back to the Arkhamverse. Now, it is time to update fans on a legendary fighting game franchise. And that includes me. Because I have been a fan of this series ever since one of its first iteration and have been playing each one ever since. So, let's check it out.
What is this? I'm not a big fighting game player. Street Fighter 6. That game that fans needed an update on. Yeah, it just came out. Came out a year ago. Before they didn't get a game for 9 years. Oh, they're adding some of the classics back. I gotta give it to them now. Just not a massive fight again. When you're after the Dragon Meteor invasion, the Scots rebelled. Oh well, yeah, that always happens. Tears of Metal. In the least disrespectful way possible. It reminds me of like an Xbox Live Arcade game. Like they were fun, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to say like it brings back the classic. You know what I mean? It's trying to be fun, not new, which I do like. Roguelike co-op hack and slash. Okay, yeah, to throw them in, of course. I mean the keywords. Wishlist now though. Unreal Engine, so it won't work.
Test of power. I guess we'll see. This will be when the true battle.
Dragon Ball. Yeah, I really sort of don't have any connection to Dragon Ball. And like a lot of the recent Dragon Ball games have just not been good, as far as I can tell. So. Look at this. What I will say is there's been no game that's like, oh, that's just bland and nothing.
No matter what it takes, I need to rescue Gohan. Goku, wait! What? Never forgive me for this! Now you will suffer my wrath. You are a prison boy! I will show you the true form of autonomous Ultra. It's my turn, yes. Change everything, then.
October 11th is a busy day.
There you go, Internet. We got your release date for Sparking Zero, October 11th. Now we step into the world of Delta Force Hawk Ops, a free-to-play
Don't play me like
tactical
that,
shooter
Jeff.
available to play on all platforms. Here's a look at their multiplayer FPS extraction mode.
Ah, yes, keyboard.
We've got a new mission. Operation Lightning Strike. The situation
Call
at
of
Zero Dam
Ops
is now
Duty
very serious.
794
Conflict's
Field.
escalating between Havoc Corps and Alsara Guard. It's time to take action. Objective: collect and decode the Mandelbrick located at the tourist center at the southeast region. We need to utilize
It's mad how they
the
do all this, but like they've not. No one has stopped like the opening cutscenes to Modern Warfare 1 missions, in terms of how they actually feel like you're about to go on like an operation.
Go, go, go! Clear the area. I'm going in. Shit!
Oh, that's me on Exifying. I mean, like getting killed by the flamethrower guy. It was a mistake to open that game for the first time.
All clear. Prepare for decoding. That's all for mission briefing. The drill is over. Operation commences. Good luck.
But that is not all. The game's premium campaign mode, Black Hawk Down, is a reimagining of the original game that is also fully licensed to recreate moments from the award-winning Ridley Scott movie. Here is your world premiere first look at that gameplay.
It's gonna be the same because it's Black Hawk Down. So we have Black Hawk Down. That was like a really well-received film, wasn't it? Just I don't know about recreating. I mean, it's you gotta let art be art, but you know, it's been quite it was only like 30 years ago that this happened. Yeah.
All units prepared for landing. 2 feet, 1 foot. Clear. Secure and capture a team in your cabinet. Over. Get down! Get down! Enemy attack! Air strike!
I mean, if Black Ops 6 is anything to go off, this will be a very tame game in terms of world events that happen in it. That's all that FPS in. You forgot to compile your shaders specifically for your PC. Is he just like a co-host in this?
And now, I have an update for you on Fatal Fury City of the Wolves.
Yeah,
For real this time.
that game I've heard about before. I know that game. This will probably have. Let's see. Goofy trailer. I think they know what they're doing with this. Okay, this is bamboo strikes. Alright, is it a break? There better not have been a 30-second Alan Wake 2 DLC trailer while I was gone. Yeah, this is just the new Supercell game, isn't it? Another game like 5 million trillion billion microtransactions if you actually want to make progress. But like it's a little bit better developed than the other mobile games, so people play it. Yeah, Battle Crush, I think. That was Supercell, I think. I think it was. Oh no, that was like Squad Buster. No, that wasn't it then. There's a Gundam. I think this is Gundam. The original mecha, I think. I'm not sure. They're definitely one of the earlier ones. They need to bring back Mech Arena, or like some new Mech game. Mech Arena, I just love to play on Xbox 360, even though it's like not good. We need a new Mech game like that. Mecha Break. So we're even Gundam. Sure.
We're back here at Summer Game Fest, and that was a look at Mecha Break with its immersive aerial and ground combat.
Mecha Break to in the Handbrake.
Maneuvers. Next, Jason Blum and his Blumhouse banner have become synonymous with incredible horror films over the years, like Get Out, Megan, and last year's Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, now Blumhouse is entering the video game world in a big way.
Right, you. Megan. FNAF. Yeah, well, yeah, them. Yeah, okay, right, cool. A big way, they say.
Dark times await us. Vengeance will take shape.
A good new art house indie studio doesn't hurt anyone. Especially when it's like, oh, okay. Oh, is this like another game? It is? Okay. I thought they just like completely flipped the script. I was gonna be upset then.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
Sleep awake.
I am terrified to sleep.
Bro, and they're publishing everything from all these different studios. W Blumhouse.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Fear the spotlight from Cozy Game Pals.
I'll save you, no matter what.
Just go home, Viv.
Amy!
The local police department asked me to help with a case. Why would they need a game designer?
Ooh, is that some Alan Wake stuff? Why would they need a game designer? The simulation. Ooh, that was a lot of different stuff then. Sam Barlow, Brandon Cronenberg, Project C. Future was meant to be broken.
Dark times await us.
Ooh, you got some good ones there. You got some good ones there. That's pretty good. A lot of decent range of stuff here.
Please welcome Jason Blum,
Oh, he's here.
founder of Blumhouse, and Luis Blaine, creative lead at Blumhouse Games. Hey guys, so we got ourselves a full slate there. That's incredible. So Jason, tell us a bit about why did you want to get into games like this? What are we doing?
Well, we've been very, very busy. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having us. Thank you guys all. Great to hear the fans out there. You'll all be very happy to know we're working at this very minute on the sequel of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's coming. Don't worry.
Yeah, it took long enough to make the
Anyway,
first one.
horror is, to my great relief, getting more and more popular. Our movies are working. It's working on streaming. It's working in live events. And we wanted to try and take our approach to movies and apply it to games. And that's what you see here. We're going to do independent games. We're going to look for creators and give them a platform and encourage these creators to be weird and subversive and find the most effed up, scariest things they can and put them into really cool games.
Well, they look great. It's a really diverse, cool slate. Luis, tell us a bit about. We saw a bunch of games there. What can you tell us about kind of the overall lineup of games?
Well, as you just saw from our slate, our horror games are a lot like Blumhouse movies. They come in many different flavors of fear, which means there's a horror game for everyone. So maybe you're a fan of nostalgic 90s experiences with a bit of a twist, intense first-person shooters, or maybe, Jeff, you just want some bonus murder in your otherwise very cozy farming sim. I think,
Wasn't there a whole thing about that? There's like a guy looking for a game that had that.
And our independent development partners, they feel the same and they're just as excited, which means we've got psychological nightmares, we have supernatural scares, we have cosmic horror. And our team has worked really hard to work with global, creative, talented partners. And that means for us that we really want to, as we're working in indie projects, which means that we can take risks. We can be flexible, and really we can push the limits of what's possible in scary storytelling, and we're so excited.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome, all the stuff you have there. And I know, we'll get into when games are coming out, but some of these are coming soon, Jason, right? We got a good slate.
Well, yeah, we're on PC and console, and yeah, we wanted to start with not just one, but we wanted to start with a few games. So you want to tell us about those?
Yeah, so Fear the Spotlight is our first release coming later this year, and it really hits our mission statement. It's an amazing 90s horror experience. It's got great characters, a compelling narrative. It's also super creepy, and I think people will be big fans of it, even if you're not normally into horror. And quickly, actually, Fear the Spotlight is getting its first trailer as part of the Day of the Dev showcase, so stay tuned after the show.
Directly after. Awesome. Well, I know this is just the start, so we'll probably be seeing you in future years with more from Blumhouse Games. But guys, what do you think of the slate? Pretty amazing, right? What these guys are pulling on.
They really did. They really did burst out onto the scene with that. To be fair, so.
All right.
Yeah.
And now here's the world premiere of a brand new Power Rangers game with a retro feel.
What? The beginning, I thought they just like always existed, the Power Rangers. Oh, it's like Double Dragon, was it that? No, now they got like 3D. Convincing looking 3D. Because they probably use a pixel shader. But like, convincing. Okay, nah, right. I mean, it's probably the inspiration backwards. I didn't even get time to read what that said. But it's not Japanese, so well, yeah, it's not Japanese, so I can't really say what it is. Can't really add that as a thing. On some Bambi. It reminded me of like some of my favourite games. This, like Inside, Life is Strange 2. If this is what the game is, I'd love to check it out. But you know, it's just gonna be a sad at the end though. Oh. Music really reminded me of Life is Strange 2. Dear and Boy. I mean, that's what it is.
What a beautiful game, Dear and Boy, which comes from first-time developer Jason Houdet in Paris, who started that project alone in 2020 during the pandemic and now has a team of 8 helping him realize his vision with financial aid from the French government. And games like that are why we do this show, giving first-time developers a chance.
Okay, I
to
gotta
shine
respect
before.
France.
All right,
Sorry.
next, after a long wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is arriving later this year. This is a first-person open-world action RPG from
I've always only
Blumhouse
played the first one of
Studios.
these, but I never got
Here
around to it.
is a brand new look.
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. Man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls.
These 2 young fellas, I need to find them. One's a smart-ass Smith, and the other's a blue-blooded fledgling.
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
Gentlemen, praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ.
Our Father, there are many sinners in this world. But in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done, but lacked the courage to do.
The last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Kiss our asses!
God.
You'd be surprised this is set in like Germany or something, innit? And not like England. It is what it is. I'll have to try the first one to really be excited for that.
Next, we step into the dark mind of Silent Hill creator Keiichiro Toyama-san. Back in 2021, we announced his new game, Slitterhead, at the Game Awards.
Oh,
and
that.
now we're giving you a look at the gameplay from his independent, Tokyo-based studio.
I remember seeing that getting out, so I can't remember what it was. It was like really creepy. Guess we'll find out. I'll remember what the game is. Oh. How? Why get? Oh yeah, it's this game where you can like take over people. It's a melee combat game. Something I would never have expected. The Akira slide. Okay, the enemy design's pretty cool. The gameplay looks a little bit rough around the edges. We'll have to see though, because I'm not playing it. Like animations are rough around the edges. Let's put it that way. Why? Okay. This is. I'm more confused now than the first time I watched the first trailer. Was that everything? I can't remember. Killer Bean? I keep forgetting that you make a kill.
That's what I call a dramatic entrance.
Keep forgetting they're making a Killer Bean game.
Called Killer Bean. It's because I'm good at what I do. Really. Really. Good. I used to be an assassin for the Shadow Agency. An international organization powerful enough to shape the world. Until they lied to me and tried to kill me. Now, I'm gonna destroy them.
You're the gosh darn idiot who wants to take down the Shadow Agency! Well, it is sure nice to meet you. Before you die...
Why does this actually look like it could be like a good action game?
They made me who I am, and I will make them pay for it.
I mean, yeah, I guess they did put effort into it, so why wouldn't they be?
Glad you liked that one. That was Killer Bean, a third-person roguelike shooter made by another single developer, believe it or not, right here in Los Angeles, Jeff Liu, who previously worked as an animator on movies like The Matrix Reloaded.
And Killer
so
Bean.
Fun. It's amazing what can happen in this industry. All right, to introduce their brand new game, please welcome from the Game Bakers, a small independent studio in Montpellier, France, Audrey Laprince and Emmerich Toa.
Hello, Jeff, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. When we created our studio, Emmerich and I, we promised each other to always come up with something new. So after Fury and Haven, we
Oh yeah,
had to
that's what they
introduce our
made.
new game, Cairn, a survival climber. When I was a teenager, my dad prepared an expedition to Mount K2, but half of his team didn't come back. And I've always wondered, why do alpinists risk their lives in such extreme conditions? This is something we wanted to explore in Cairn.
Cairn is a game about what it takes to go beyond your limits. You climb a mountain to reach a summit never reached before. The climbing gameplay is the challenge. It's very intense and
Right.
realistic.
Say something that isn't Celeste.
It's a face-off between you and the mountain.
Keep
And
going.
what you're going to see in the trailer is not from cutscenes. It's the actual climbing gameplay.
Okay.
You can see more later today during Day of the Devs, but now let's have a look.
Okay. So say something that's not Celeste. Okay, it's not Celeste. Right. Cool. This is not cutscene. You gotta fool me. This looks exactly like gameplay. It would be absolutely. Oh, it's not cutscene. Oh man, gotta fool me. Who's climbing this type of mountain? Like, either people see people climbing mountain. So I mean, I'm not gonna be honest. I am gonna. Well, I am gonna be honest. It looks a bit like. What's the word? Ivy. These are the. I know these. Yeah. And then C418 made this. We're not seeing this. C418 did the music. David Reed and wrote it. And like some other guy did the art or something.
Instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So, what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening, and I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks
The
are all that hard,
C418
they just
music.
take patience. And I'm not really the patient type, but I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop, to see if my help is needed anywhere. And when all the chores are done, sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting, but it's peaceful. And what's weird is that I actually feel good. I'm happy. I can stop running now. I
From
can
what?
stop. I can stop. I can stop running. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good.
Oh, the policeman stuff.
I'm happy.
I can hear the C418 music. Wonderstop. Does. Ooh. Ooh.
That was Wonderstop, the announcement of the next game from Davey Redden, the creator of the Stanley Parable. I sense there's a twist coming, as you would expect from him in Ivy Road. Cannot wait to play
That is the
All right, now
the
here's a look at
C418,
story
isn't it?
trailer for Unknown 9 Awakening, a narrative action-adventure game that tells the story
Hmm.
of Aruna, a young woman born with the
From what I
ability
saw,
to
it
venture
didn't
into
really.
a
I don't know. It's not got that David
dimension
Reed and
that
sauce to me,
overlaps
but
our own.
guess we'll see.
Turn your thoughts inward and focus on your shade. Do you feel it?
I do.
Your progress is impressive lately, Aruna.
These are incredible.
They called themselves the Sahin. 9 among them were chosen and shielded from death.
The Unknown Nine. Does this have anything to do with why Vincent is here?
Humanity has lived for eons at the mercy of the Nine. It's time we took control of our own destiny.
I've never heard of this studio. They've made like an equal game to a Ubisoft game.
He killed someone I loved.
Remember stepping. Find your target and bridge the gap.
You don't belong here.
You're wrong. This is exactly where I'm meant to be.
No, Awakening. That's what the point of making more.
This is a strange place.
Vincent found something down there.
Session.
Hey! How about we see the world together?
We're back in the ads.
I have something. Something that I want to protect.
I'll steal your heart. Adventure starts.
Is Capcom gonna announce something big? Resi 9, come on. I know you're doing it. I know you're making it. I know it's done. I know trailers ready.
Delusion taken form walks into my great hall. Feel honored to fight a legend. On guard.
On God. I know he said on God. I know I already said that before. In this stream. This is not a stream, it's a video. There's absolutely no indication of what type of gameplay this could be at all, so like, I'm not that excited. Sigma.
There is but one certainty in the cosmos.
Ah.
Change.
In Not Tree, the last song. September 19th. Okay.
All right, we're back here live for more Summer Game Fest. The first
So that
Ascendant,
Nickelodeon.
powered by Unreal Engine 5, is a next-gen looter shooter with dynamic cooperative gameplay, including a grappling hook mechanic. It is finally set for release, and we're very happy here to debut the new trailer and the reveal of the release date.
Never heard of it. Or at least I don't remember it. I think I play this song. It's like Summit Sound System, isn't it? Heaven Divers. I remember this video from like a video of like how Skate 2 is better than Skate 3 back in the day. The song. What are you doing there?
That looks awesome. The first Descendant will be available across PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Wishlisted now and prepare for the release on July 2nd. And now, please welcome two developers whose hit indie game, Among Us, took the world
Among
by
Us.
storm in a couple of game awards. From Inner Sloth,
Among
here
Us.
are Victoria Tran and Forrest Willard.
Among Us. Just off screen.
What's up, gamers?
Can you believe they just let us be on this stage? Like, no chaperones. Like,
I know. Can we announce something totally fake? Do you
like-
think they'll let us do that?
Among Us 2? Among Us 3? 4? Oh, all right. Well, turns out we actually have something very real we wanted to present to you all today. There's been so many great indie games in recent years, but it's also been no secret that it's kind of a rough time in the industry. Some devs don't really get the chance they deserve, so we thought we could help out a little bit. That's why we're excited to announce our side project, Outer Sloth, an indie game fund we made that offers the kind of deals we would have wanted back in our less popular Among E days.
Among E
This
days.
is our way of saying thank you
Among
to our
E days.
crewmates, players, peers, by helping some games and devs have the funding and freedom needed to ship their games. And then we all get to play them, which was the real plan. I really want games. Outer Sloth is our passion project and dream for a better, more sustainable industry. We are really excited and incredibly nervous to reveal it here and show you the current lineup of games we've managed to fund because of you.
Another new
And
publisher.
don't worry, Jeff, it has your favorite, a ton of world premieres. Enjoy!
Yep.
Hi, I'm Ian from Shapeshot, and you may already be playing our first game, Mars First Logistics.
We're Trinket Studios, creators of Battle Chef Brigade, and this is our card battler RPG, Battle Suit Aces.
We are Studio NE%, and we're making the Marsfield Archives, a game about building and exploring connections.
Hi, we're Midnight Munches. We just released a demo for one-button bosses, our boss rush game with a single button to press and a ton of bosses to beat.
Hey, I'm Husband, game director at Huscrofts, and this is Rogue Eclipse, our epic spaceflight action roguelike, where you'll have to customize and master your starfighter, take on merciless armadas, and vanquish a fleet of colossal super destroyers.
And we do have one more game that's very early in development.
Hi, I'm Eka, creative director of Outer Loop Games, makers of Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age. In our new game, explore the world in an upgradable mech and cook up tasty dishes for local communities. Fight off corpos, discover new dosa recipes, and reunite with your strange loved ones for one last meal. Project Dosa is a game about life, death, love, and food for the soul.
Yeah, looks really happy to reveal. Good on them though for revealing that, for doing that, for doing all that.
Thanks, Victoria and Forrest. Those all look fantastic, and I cannot wait to play them. But all of those amazing indie games aren't the only thing coming out of Inner Sloth. Did you know that there's going to be an Among Us TV show? Sounds like you did. Yes, there's going to be an Among Us TV show. Check out this sneak peek.
Don't know. I don't know. This is going to be good. It's got flashbang. What? Why? Why?
Up next, we have Sonic X Shadow Generations.
People way too overhyped about
A
Sonic.
definitive greatest hit collection of
I'm
3D
trying to
and
think
2D
the
levels
last-
from Sonic and Shadow's history. Now it's time for a glimpse of Shadow's brand new powers and gameplay from a standalone campaign, as well as the official release date announcement.
I can't think of a decent Sonic game for 10 years in the past. Other than Mania, which wasn't made by Sega. Like, this is just Generations again, so it can't really count. What? Why they got like drum and bass on to analysis? Sonic, Metal Sonic, Shadow.
I'll overcome every obstacle with this power.
October 22nd.
The Year of Shadow, right? A movie coming in December too. Exciting stuff. All right. In the upcoming online survival game Dune Awakening from
There's the
Funcom,
Dune.
there is one small decision that unleashed a chain of events which set the stage for the story the player will experience. Let's find out for the first time what that is.
The only peace I find is a future that never happened.
I've actually watched the Dune films now, so I can sort of weigh in.
One where I, Paul Atreides, was never born.
It's got a gravelly voice.
I created the future. Until it created me. But I see a narrow way. A path that might have been. What if my mother had obeyed her orders and given birth to a girl? Everything would change. Dr. Yue exposed before his betrayal. A world where my father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen. Sardaukar deployed to protect the spice melange. A war of assassins spreading across the planet. Fremen exterminated. No Muad'Dib. No Lisan al-Gaib. No Kwisatz Haderach. All of my visions lead to horror. Except for this one. This one leads to you.
What? Because in MMO, I can't really say that it's my cup of tea. Let's put it that way.
More Dune Awakening coming at Gamescom ONL in August. Now it is time to see the announcement of another new game from a brand new development studio.
From industry thingies. Veterans. That's one. We got there in the end. Battle Aces.
To tell us more
No
about
gameplay.
Battle Aces and show you the gameplay,
Or at least I
here's
didn't pay
David
attention.
Kim from
Oh no, you
Uncapped
showed me
Games.
gameplay.
Thanks, Jeff. So Battle Aces is the RTS game for
Yep.
everyone. It's for players that are brand new to RTS as
Absolutely
well as
nothing about that
RTS
trailer then.
We
Showed
really
that.
want to bring the core
See the
fun
problem?
of RTS to everybody.
You can do a
just like how
cinematic
games
trailer for
such
like
as World of Warcraft
Last
did
of
for
Us.
MMOs or Hearthstone did for card
Like
games.
even if you didn't know what it was in the first
Battle
place,
Aces is an
because
action-packed
that's what
army
the game
versus
is.
army
It's a
game that
cinematic
has
game.
a high emphasis on the strategy. We want to bring this type of very specific RTS fun to players in two major ways. First, we want to amplify both the in
Reminds me
and
of
out of game strategizing
Ermac Arena
through
anyway.
unit decks.
I love that
And what
RTS.
makes unit decks very cool
As I
is
said
not only
earlier,
will players
so
be able to define the exact way that they wish to play, but also players will be able to experience an endless possibility of strategies. Second, we want to eliminate the tedious clicks required to play an RTS as much as possible so that players playing this game are experiencing only the fun parts of playing an RTS game. So, if you want to learn more about Battle Aces, or if you want to sign up for our beta test that's coming up very soon, then please make sure to visit our website at playbattleaces.com. Thank you.
I thought Lightspeed was in video.
Thank you, David. That was fantastic. All right. Our next premiere unveils the exciting new destination for a game that Shadow dropped at the Game Awards last year, the Finals, with its unparalleled destruction wrapped in the world's most deadly game show. Now, after dozens of updates in 2 seasons, we're unveiling where contestants will be going in the all-new season starting next week on June 13th. Sharpen your katanas and welcome to Season 3 of the Finals.
Something happened with the finals. A lot of my friends were playing it, said it just wasn't that. Everyone stopped playing it or something. FTC. This is not what I expected the finals could be. Go on then.
The Finals in Kyoto. All right. Please welcome multiple Game Awards winner and a dazzling Game Awards performer, if I do say so myself, Sam Lake from Remedy.
Yes! There we go. Here we go. I'm locked in for this. Champion of light. Oh, he's just. I'll show you the hero.
I think that's enough. Thank you. Hi.
Sam,
see,
like you beautiful one.
This is now the only way they let me come on stage to tell you something exciting news about Alan Wake 2. Many of you have been posting your Remedy game collection pictures on your shelves with Alan Wake 2 so far digital only, sadly missing.
Are you bringing it to physical?
We are excited to announce physical deluxe editions and physical collector's editions for Alan Wake 2 coming this fall. You can lock in your copy starting tomorrow. Next, we promised you some expansion content for Alan Wake 2.
You did.
Right? I'm thrilled to introduce you all to Night Springs.
Come on.
It contains 3 episodes.
3 episodes.
3 familiar, fan-favorite, playable characters
Ooh.
in mysterious, terrifying, and quirky what-if scenarios. it was a chance for us to really go out there, as if we already didn't. Night Springs will be playable in less than 24 hours. Tomorrow. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Now, with this world premiere,
Tomorrow.
I invite you to step into Night Springs.
Nah, tomorrow. I need to be quiet now, but oh my god.
Night Springs, a special place, a shifting space, existing in a countless number of parallel realities. Different every time we set upon the road that leads us there, and yet always familiar to us. In Night Springs.
I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan. You're the only one who can save
What?
me. And I will come back for you, my love.
Yes, I can play Breaker.
Sean, I'm really happy.
Sean. Wait, it's about the fact that he acted. Wait, was that? Wait, I just saw. Did I not just pay attention then? Was that? That was Jesse, wasn't it?
Something was different.
Yeah.
I have a shotgun.
Well, I got it. Wait, that's a real shotgun?
Who can ever truly know how deep the rabbit hole goes in Night Springs?
Oh, it said that exclusive to Deluxe Edition. What does that mean? What does that mean? I better be able to buy it for the 20 quid I have in my bank. Let's put it that way. There's absolutely no reason it should be costing more. New World. That came out and like I swear it was full of bots and then it just faded away.
That's right, New World Eternum will launch on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on October 15th. And now you can play the game start to finish as a solo player or play co-op and use crossplay as well. If you're watching SGF on TikTok Live right now, you can comment HSR in the chat to claim a special in-game bundle for Honkai Star Rail of Stellar Jade from TikTok Game Rewards. And speaking of Honkai Star Rail, Hoyoverse's latest space fantasy RPG just concluded its version 2.3 special program a few hours ago. But there's more. A sneak peek at the upcoming expedition featuring a beloved character who is clearly ready for the forthcoming journey with her brand new look.
I could not care less, I'm not gonna lie. I could not care less.
It's because they're afraid to wake up from the dream. You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. The nightmarish past will disperse and fade away like bubbles in water, and the future that you don't want to face will never come.
Do I still have... I swear I don't still have Alan Wake 2 installed, so it'll actually take time to install.
Why do people choose to slumber? Because in the end, we will wake from our dreams.
I spent that entire trailer thinking about the implications of the Alan Wake 2 DLC. I'm not going to lie. Oh well, I'm still doing it, I guess, because it's going on. Iron Mace presents. Darker, darker. Because they like cancelled this game or something because like the publisher was like the most terrible primordial evil in the entire world or something. Free. Was it always free?
There you have it, the unforgiving fantasy FPS dungeon PvPvE adventure Dark and Darker is now live on both Steam and Epic Games Store today. So play it this weekend. All right. Lots of fans are joining us here in person at the YouTube Theater, and we thank you for that. And ahead of the show, 4 lucky fans were upgraded to our VIP section thanks to the Discover Orange Ticket upgrade. With Discover, you don't have to be a VIP to be treated like one. All right, now here's the announcement of the release date for Capcom's upcoming Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess.
All I ask is for a Resident Evil game. It must be somewhere this year. Because like otherwise the way it's been over a year since like content. And they'd never do that. Hyper Light Brick. I think I've heard about that. I swear they had like one before this. It's not the first one. This game gets an ad every single time Jeff Keighley has a show, and has done for like 5 years, I swear. When all it is Gang Beasts, but like not the original Gang Beasts. Wait, this is Skate? Because this is what Skate we're doing.
Stories about the fine people here at MCorp. So we
Are we getting a Skate 4 release date?
dispel any of these completely unfounded rumors and allegations and reassure you that things here at MCorp and the city of San Amsterdam have never been better. Things are going great here. We have absolutely nothing to hide from the citizens. Everybody here at MCorp loves this town. We think this town rules. Why would we hurt a town that rules? I can't stop thinking about how you're saying we're selling the city for scraps. That makes me sick. That makes my whole family sick to their stomachs. My wife hasn't been on the toilet for weeks because of what you're saying about what MCorp's doing to this town, all those laws.
What? He's very
Everyone at
upset,
MCorp
but this is Skate.
really good.
Stop crying! All right? This is business. Look around, pal. This is how businesses are run.
The Office
And you should have known
remake.
that when you were hired on, okay? Jack, tissues. Come on, pal. Ah!
That's not about this. That's a father and son. That's actually a home issue. We love it here at MCorp, and we are not going anywhere. We'll be here a long time. Fine. Nobody panic.
Was that it?
All right, welcome back to Summer Game Fest, and now let's head to Sam Vansterdam
Oh, there we
for
go.
a new look at Skate from EA.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, bud? Oh, crap. Some really bad stuff's happening out there. They're gonna need a lot of help cleaning that up. That's bad.
Is it actually done? No, it's pre-alpha. It's still not done. Bro, can you just do a trailer when it's done, please? Bro, this is the type. This is a trailer they do every year. Console party, okay, but I'd rather be left in the dark than
Very
the same
exciting that
trailer as
people
every
will
time.
finally be able to play Skate on console in the near future.
But it's
Our
PC
next
where we'd be
world
wondering
premiere
where
is
it's
an
coming
indie
out.
sensation from Japan that is adorable, deadly, and has over 25 million players worldwide. That's right, I'm talking about Pow World. I mean, just look at the giant depresso. Cheer up, buddy. It's Summer Game Fest. Now, here is the first major update announcement. A whole new island is coming.
Never really into Pokemon or Power World, to be honest. That's all I can say.
That was high on the Steam charts. Congrats to Power World on the new update. Next up, we've got a big announcement from Valorant. Here's Andy
Oh
Ho
man,
and Anar
honestly,
Gulfason from the Valorant dev team.
honestly, blank out the screen. I do not care.
Thanks,
Blank
Jeff.
out the screen.
Hey everyone. Since 2020, we have been fortunate to serve
Yeah, well-
players in their pursuit of what we call
I'm just gonna
the
actually skip
Valorant
this.
moment.
It's I don't care.
The big play.
The stage is set.
And today
Welcome
we have an
a whole new
update
group
to our
of players.
spyware.
Let's take.
Just honestly stick to making TV shows. That's the only good thing that Riot Games has made. Valorant coming to console. Great. You can't install spyware on a PS5.
That was Valorant's core.
So how are you gonna do that then?
Dominance.
I don't care. I don't care.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone. One of my favorite things about Valorant has been seeing the community build the game and the sport right all around the world. Most recently in China, our passion and expression to Valorant has been the biggest joy of the ride so far. And now we are ready and so...
Wake me up. Because I Welcome back from the skipped Valorant. Because no one cares.
Exciting to have Riot on console with Valorant. Thanks to the team at Riot for sharing that with us here at SGF. Our next announcement is a big deal from our friends at DoorDash. 5 weeks of deals, the summer of Dash Pass. Sign up for Dash Pass now. $0 delivery fees. Well, next week, Young is going to be voicing a character in a movie, Inside Out 2, where he plays a fictional video game character, Lance Slashblade. And we've got your exclusive first look. Check this out.
How does this relate to any new video game that I get to play?
Plus a chance to win
I feel
$5,000 Samsung
I feel like there's a
credit. US ready.
divide, right? Between okay, I feel like there's a divide after the Alan Wake 2. I don't know if it's me or there's been nothing I care about since then. Like there's been Skate, but like they didn't do anything. Like every year they're just like, well, we're making a game. Give me a good thing. Give me a good piece of news. I know you're making a game. I know Team Cherry are still making a game. That doesn't mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Who are you?
a new trailer for Silksong would be nothing if it's nothing. You know what I mean? If it don't give me a release date
We're here to make your life
or a release window or anything at this point. It's the same with Skate. Because I know it's a year after.
I am butt naked from the waist down, so.
There's more where that came from.
Oh, I hope not.
What is this, man?
Guys, maybe everything isn't a.
Maybe I'm not American, but is this the type of adverts you have? Because it's just cringe. What is this an advert for? And yeah, and this is the Supercell game.
Series producer.
Oh, is it going to end with Monster Hunter again, man? I don't care.
Today for Summer Games.
If this is going to be 10 minutes
I
long,
want everyone to be within
I
the
just don't. They've ended it with this about 4 times, 4 different presentations. It's not that. That like they've announced like GTA 7 or something. The way they're marketing this. Is this going to be a 20-minute long trailer? Please. This finishes off another presentation. This is like a 6 or a 7. And though I know it had Alan Wake 2, there was no surprises.
We need to shake them off. Follow me. Here it comes.
There's too many of them.
Watch out for that glove. I will draw its iron. Cover me.
You got it. Be careful.
Be ready. If we can make it to the rocks, we may lose them. As I feared, it picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Thank you.
cool.
Thank you, Ryosa-san. We will see you at Gamescom in August. Now, during last year's PlayStation Showcase, the game Phantom Blade Zero from S-Game wowed us all with its blazing fast combat and stylish art. Well, I'm honored to share with you the brand new trailer for the game featuring all real gameplay. Here's our final game of the show, Phantom Blade Zero.
You really finished with I did say I was decently happy about this game, if I'm going to be honest, last year, so let's have a look.
How many days do I have left? 42 or 41? The face of this is here!
Don't go up there. Turn back before it's too late.
Yeah, it don't even look that bad. That's alright. Yeah. Good. I will I'll have it. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. We know when it comes out. But whatever.
That looks so good. Full demo that media will be playing this weekend.
It didn't feel like there was anything there, to be honest.
For our Summer Game Fest live show. Thanks to Joy for joining us.
Thank you, Jeff. I had
Let's
such
say
an amazing time.
I think he was lying a bit with 8, and I was lying a bit with 3.
Joy, and we have so much more, so stay tuned because Day of the Devs is
Yeah, I
coming
can't be
up
bothered
live right now on the
because it's
stream,
just more trailers for what we just seen.
including the next game from Cappy, and that's followed by Devolver Direct. Now keep checking SummerGameFest.com for other event streams this weekend.
And it's
we'll
late.
see
It's
you
nearly
again
12 now.
live this August 20th in Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, Day of the Devs starts right now.
Jeff. Oh, you've retained the level of trust I have. Okay, you've not. Everything. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. It's alright. 7. Can't remember what I said the last one was. This is a 7. I think it was better than the last one, but I still think it's a 7. So I know what I said last time. I think this is a 7. That's my current opinion of what it is. So, jump scare. Let's jump over to the bingo. Right. So here's the bingo card. Let's see what. Let's scan over everything and see what we've got. So, no new 3D Mario, obviously not. No Forza, no Arc 2. No Resi 9, and this was the most likely place because I don't think Capcom's doing a showcase, and I think they would have shown it on one of the more prominent live streams. That's upsetting. I really want to know where this is. Dishonored 3, no, because that would be on the Xbox One. Japanese game with a long name. Let me think. Let me have a think. I don't think so. No Death Stranding 2. No Need for Speed. No. 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 Yes? Oh, I'm struggling with Photoshop skill. Excellent. Let me just copy that proper. Right. Big revival from over 10 years ago. Absolutely not. Generic hero shooter. Valorant. I'm just going to count it because it doesn't matter anyway. Star Wars Eclipse. No. Ghost 2. No. Not founded, but it was sort of the first time we saw the gameplay, so I'm going to count that for the Slitterhead studio. It was a Silent Hill guy. Big new VR port. No big new port. I'm trying to think of the VR games that got announced. There was Asgard's Wrath. I can't think of the other one. Because there was two. I don't think there was any big VR part. No Valve game. Something more from Ubisoft? I don't think there was. So that is our final thing. 3 things. No points gained. It was a 7 out of 10. Bearing on a 6. I think it was better than last time. I just slightly liked the games better this time. But that's it. It continues to disappoint, unfortunately. I'm just going to have a look at the Alan Wake 2 DLC, if I can find any information about that. And I'll react to that information, because that's probably the most interesting thing that could possibly happen, though. What's that? Deluxe edition. 12 quid? Go on then. I'll get that. So what do you get in that? That's very fair. Night Springs, when it comes out. Shotgun skin, Windbreaker for Saga, Substitute. That is very fair pricing. I'll give them that. So that's gonna be it. I've been Zoxev. I'll see you for the Xbox One later. I might be sharing with other people. But the Nintendo Direct, that'll be it for this year, just like last time. Until then, I've been Zoxev. This has been the Summer Game Fest, and goodbye.